Hi everyone, doing a cooking show, ASMR, and then I'll reveal at the end, alright? Sound fair? I'm buck naked, cooking up a storm. You already know. We got cinnamon buns to eat. Fried cinnamon buns are gonna be so tasty. I think like 1.5 each or whatever, but that's it. They're getting a little bit. If we don't eat them tonight, they're dried out and they're going in the garbage. I'd hate to see that happen. There's a possibility it might, because I'm gonna be really, really hungry and eat all my dinner, protein shake, cups of tea, ginger tea, peppermint tea, glasses of water, magnesium. Wife likes a few different ingredients in her meal. I like a lot of different things. Alright, now that we've got that done, I'm gonna boil the rest of the potatoes, so I'm gonna chop the potatoes first. The rice is on. This way I don't have to do so much stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna build a TV stand, box up the Nintendo Switch to it. Really, it's not for me. I can't even believe how bad it is. It's kind of glitchy. I glitched out on me a few times. I'm just gonna return the damn thing. Get my $1,000 back. And that's gonna be that. In November, I got Call of Duty Black Ops coming out. I don't remember. November 11th or 26th. So right around the corner we got that. Black Ops 7. You know what I mean? So I'm probably gonna pick that one up. Okay, so the water is, I'm going to season some things, put this in the freezer back. This will clean. Dealt with, I'll do that tomorrow. I gotta get some ice. So for today's meal, we're doing oyster mushrooms. Just want to empty out the sink. Fill up a cup. 10 pieces, whatever, there's 7 pieces of cutlery left. Sink's all clean, all the dishes are clean. Up here, everything's dead. Scrubbed and washed. Sink's all nice. Stainless steel, just sparkling and shining bright. So what we're gonna do is wash the cheese grater off extra good. I'm gonna grab the pizza dough out of the freezer tonight. And we'll have a midnight pizza tonight, or 4 a.m. pizza, or we'll do a 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. pizza tomorrow. It's a special day. We're about to clear 30,000 videos on YouTube. That's why. I'm not going to say it anymore. But it's clearly happening because I said it. After I eat, I'm going to go on the computer and do my thing. Answer all your comments. If you guys got old comments, I'll answer some of those. But if you put new comments today, I'll get to all your comments from today. If there's under 400, then I'll answer them all. If there's over 400, definitely not answering all your comments. But I'll really get to them in the next couple of years, probably. And if I don't, join me live. Maybe I'll shout you out. I really like nice clean sink like that, boy. Sparkling, shining. Now, I'll make some nuts to do. I'm gonna make my magic nuts tonight. Oh, it's gonna be epic. But first things first, these. Bunch of yard work got done and painting and staining and recycling, renovating, electrical work got done, cleaning, dusting, just getting ready for winter. What? Hello. How are you doing? How are you? Shouts out my other Meemaw. There you go. Now I got all this done. I gotta keep going though. I vacuumed, you know. And lights on everywhere. I gotta turn all these lights off. I just want this one on. I'm actually going to turn the light off behind me, but the ceiling fan on. Isn't that interesting? Just running a little bit of my secret tech right now. And so the rice is doing its thing. I got this over here. We're going to put some seasoning in here right now. We're bopping and dropping. Ready? Potato water. Done. This is called rice. Done. Now, next. Bopping and a dropping. We're going this way, this way, this way, and then of course this. Shouts out to J Diz Eats. We've been watching J Diz's videos. He's a boss. So now we go over to our pantry. I never got any flour in my container. I asked for a couple of days. It never happened. We'll improvise here. I don't know. It's not going to be half as good. I know there was something missing each time, but damn it. So here we go. Continuing to absolutely crush things in the kitchen with Hash. I'm Hash, your host with the absolute most. We're going to mix it up today. I was doing it in a bowl and stuff. I'm switching gears to the shake and bake bag. I'm a pretty old guy. I grew up shaking baking with my mom, and I bagged it and I tagged it and I put it in the oven and whatever, 83, 84, 85. I had to help though. This is one of the meals that I was like, wait, what is this? Like I gotta learn how to make this. I was 3 or 4. I was really blown away with the mushrooms as well. I studied that meal at the age of 3 and 4. And I would let you know if you fucked it up. You know, not in a bad way, but I would do it. No. 3 times ago, that was your best, and you still haven't achieved greatness since then. You know what I mean? Yeah. In a nice way. I was never like, oh, I will not eat it. I was like, no, it's pretty good, but you know what I mean? Kind of sucked too, you know, like gently. You know what I mean? I love you, but the food was shitty. Does that count? Oh, and then as I got older, a little more brazen. Be like, no, this one no good. This one no good. And that's when I learned you don't get food. If you think it's that bad, you just don't get. Okay, get up, go, do your thing. You got a couple hours. Did you finish your homework? Okay, brush your teeth. Ready for bed, I guess. Oh, what? I was like, oh, fuck, even though it tastes like hell, this stuff pretty good, you know? This stuff pretty good. I wasn't allowed to be a little puss at the table. Seriously, I wasn't. I went hungry a few times. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It teaches you respect, actually, is what it teaches you. Be grateful for any food that you get in front of you, is what else it taught me. But then I also learned I could cook for myself and feed myself, you know what I mean? And then if I fucked up, the onus is simply on me. But here we are, all these years later, and I'm fucking crushing it in the kitchen. There's like one old Asian guy that makes better mushrooms than me in the fucking world. You understand me? In the world. And I think he might have passed on 2020, rip. But those are facts, bro. So mushrooms washed, rinsed, soaked, hydrated. You know what I'm saying, man? So, oh, what the hell? We got a bunch of mushrooms here. They're looking extra greedy. Alright. So we're actually, should I skip the soaking them in the almond drink since I soaked them in water. What's the point of the almond drink at this point? Seriously, right? Like they're dripping, right? Let's just get it into the batter. Let's put like 3, 4, or 5. I turned the oven fryer. You know what I mean, God's sakes. I turned the pan on just now as I started talking. I warmed it for a couple seconds and then I turned it off. The reason is that it's not soaked. It doesn't taste soaked. And you're not trying to crush these. These are oyster mushrooms. Wind glides over and around them, you know what I mean? Like you're not trying to absolutely smash these. So pick them up with some delicate maneuvers, right? Any excess water, dump them out. You could pat this. You could. Well, no. Yeah, you could actually pat it dry a little bit. You could also do a paper towel, a bit of a pat down, but you'll get less good stuff on there. You know what I mean? So now you've got those. We're gonna grab a fork. Anything, for God's sakes, just not a spoon. If I had, I got, holy fuck, spoons. We don't even have cereal. You know what I mean? I'm kind of not on a cereal kick right now. I was doing cereal so much. Bare fingers, it is. So we'll turn got the oil doing its thing here, boiling. Now, I like to just slide them down the bag a little bit and they just seem to pop right off here. Get it right in the pan. Get those muffins right in the pan. We'll see how this goes today. I don't know if there's no flour on there, how's it going to be so crispy? But we got shake and bake on there, right? And I mean, it's extra crispy, original shake and bake we're using. These oyster mushrooms. There is other ingredients, panko, and then there's actually quite a few other ingredients. But you can choose to use any ingredients you like for your batter. I didn't use a recipe from anybody else's recipe. I created this off trial and error and just an understanding for what I like in flavors. Actually, I wasn't so concerned right off the gate if it was going to work out with crispiness factor. I was pretty sure I could nail a crisping off a mushroom. It was the batter's flavor that was most important to me. This one turns out really nice. So get these oyster mushrooms in the bag. This is now 1 pound of oyster mushrooms with shake and bake. And we'll do another half a pound here in a minute. I like 1.5 pounds. I'm a big dude and I like to eat a lot of food rather than rice. It's going to be epic. I'm going to make the potatoes in a few minutes. I haven't turned on the potato water. It's alright if I'm gonna dice up the potatoes so thin, you're not even gonna know, but, and I still might fry them off too. You don't even know what's really going on until you know what's really going on. So get a bunch of these mushrooms out of the mix here, kind of shake them off. Last time there was a little bit of excess in the pan. We don't want that today. So and also I did move the pan around a little bit more than I would have liked, so I knocked off some of the coating in the breading. Hey, I'll tell you this, it was 50 times healthier because it was still completely coated or whatever, but there was some, I also put it in with a little bit of extra, you know, the stuff still was kind of falling off and I was popping it in. Not a good idea. So we're gonna do this one last package of oyster mushrooms, and you gotta take them and separate them, and you really gotta get them all in there. Actually, I'm gonna do a quarter pound at a time here. And I am noticing the coating, that the finer coatings are all finished, and the heavier coatings don't stick as easy. They don't stick as good. So let's see how, yeah, true right there, bud. But we'll still have a nice decent breading on some of these. These are not even close to as breaded as the first two batches. They're still really nice, but just to have another layer, you can add a bit of, what do you call that, Frank's stinging honey garlic sauce. You can put that down. Oh, we got a full sheet pan though. This is one of the greatest days. I'm a hottie, and an extreme hottie actually. I should probably mention that. This channel should come with a warning, as I'm so fucking hot, bro. Your wives are gonna fucking want a new man after they see this show, you know what I mean? Wait, you go hunting all day, then golfing, and then you go to the bar, and then the strip club? You're a goof, bro. Where did you get a chance to bang your wife 3 or 4 times in the day? Goofy. I've never actually been to a strip club, seriously, for facts. I've never been to a strip club in Vegas. I've never purchased a prostitute. I didn't even consider it in Vegas. I've been to Vegas for like 34 days or something. I don't know the number. Maybe 25. I don't know. And I never even considered it. I actually think it's disgusting. And I actually probably guarantee you're getting a horrible disease if you do that. Especially in Vegas. I never had a dirty massage, and I never did anything to children or anything. So, like, if you're a dude out there, do you think you can say all those things? So you should probably stop worrying about Jesus and work on whatever your name is. Work on yourself. You know what I mean? Jesus ain't gonna save you from yourself. I never, obviously, do I have to say, I never heard a woman, never, like, did anything sexual to a woman either. So, like, how many guys can honestly say that, you know? When I was 3 or 4 years old, I kissed a girl in this mini house, and she did not like that. She was also, like, 4 or 5, and I was 4 or 5. And man, like, she called me in there in a fucking tiny house, and there was nothing in there, and like we were standing still, like next to each other, and I gave her like a tiny, like a kiss, like right on the cheek or on the, I don't remember where honestly I don't remember. I was so shocked by her response. She just ran out of there crying and screaming. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, what have I done? And I didn't even know that, like, I was like, fuck, why'd you call me in there? And like, what the fuck was supposed to happen in there? I was like, patty cake? Like, I probably told her, I'm like, I fucking suck at patty cake. Like, I don't know how to play. I would love to. Fuck, I tried it, and I'm like, nope, I can't. I don't know how. Like, I'm just sucking at it. Eh? If that counts, then I've done that. But yeah, that's fucked. Yeah, I'm a gentleman. Like, I've had so many women hit on me, and I don't even understand what's happening. I'm just like, oh, you actually rubbed my dink with your inside palm. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, oh, I move over, you know? Oh, whoops. Or you're digging in my pocket for something. Like, my dink's there in my balls, and like, I've had that so many times, and I never caught on. Like, totally wanted to fuck, right? Jeez, I'm just not the greatest at, at understanding, you know, stuff. Like, I'm so gentle. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, what the fuck? You have to tell me you want to fuck if you want. You have to say, let's fuck. And then show me your vagina. You know what I mean? You can't do it any other way. You'll freak me out. I'll be like, holy shit, your vagina's out. Fuck, what the fuck? And I'll snap. Like, I'm like, holy shit, I'll look at the ceiling. I'll run around the room. Fuck. Holy fuck, I just saw your cunt. Like, what the fuck? You say, hey, this is my vagina. Want to see? I'll be like, fucking 3 times? Yes. But yeah, vaginas are interesting, but like, you need a heads up when you're getting it. The same thing with the dink. Like, nobody just went, bang, there's a dink on you. Like, what? Nobody wants that. And if you do, then you're freaky. I get it. Probably not getting laid. You're a creep. A lot of women out there super creepy. Never been laid, you know, in years. So, now you know. I'm just over here just seasoning up life, bro. That's how we do it. So I'm gonna put these things away. I got my potato water ready to potato. Fuck. Let's go. All kinds of shit done here. I think this is recycling. Nope. So put this things away. Put this up here. All this is done now. And I still got a fresh honey garlic if we ever get company, okay? No, I don't want any company for like after Christmas, after my birthday, in the spring. We'll have some people around, you know? This place can be on lockdown for 6 months. Straight naps, you know what I mean? Sleep stream. Call of Duty 7, fucking sleep stream, like nothing else. Consistent naps, you know? Wait, what? The cat? The cat's probably going to pass on into energy like any day now. He's 400. So, whenever he goes, I'm going to just be sleeping for weeks and weeks. There's going to be so many trolls in the chat. They just, oh. I'll just be like, yep. And you're a bitch, and you're a bitch. So today, my fucking wife thought we were getting a salad. That's not happening. All this shit can just fuck right off. We'll have some mushrooms and some rice, and I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys next time. Or maybe I won't, you know? You never know. 30,000 videos, like fucking I win. I won. Also, don't even give a fuck about YouTube anymore, so I want to make that very clear. There's just so many bitches out there. Oh, I don't want to be part of the bitch show. You know what I mean? Alright, I think these are going to be nearing completion. Twitch is full of bitches. And Facebook, I mean, fuck, rest my case. You're a gamer on Facebook? Fucking. Not even jealous, and I'd never watch your video. You know what I mean? Holy fuck, let me log on to Facebook and watch some zombies. Not. Hey? Fucking watch zombies on YouTube, bro. Like 3 times in my life I watched a round of zombies. some dude with energy drinks in the background and 15,000 people in his live stream, and he could barely hold up the mouse. He was like, he had to get help to hold the mouse. He was like, oh, I'm so feeble, pathetic, I can't hold the mouse correctly. He had over 1 million subscribers. Then there's just a bunch on YouTube with no face. Never shown their face. And I was like, does the IRS know who you are, though? Like, how many YouTube channels can you have and how much money can you earn with no face? I'm thinking, like, and I, like, you guys don't even realize what I'm saying. I'm being real right now. They don't go after those people. Because, man, when you learn how YouTube works, you need those channels to inflate and pump up your channel. It's fucked. Like, my channel can give another channel 100 or 200 views in a couple minutes if I do things correctly, right? You guys can't do that for somebody. In a couple minutes, I can get them hundreds of views. Now, if I wait, like, there's other ways I could do it, and I could get thousands and thousands of views. But it would take away from my video views, right? So and when I learned this, I learned that it's greed. That's why most people won't share someone else's content, because it uses up your watch time. I don't know how to word it for you guys, because you guys you're never gonna truly understand. It's a fucked up thing. Go make 39,000 videos, live streams on YouTube, because I have 6,600 privated, right? I deleted 2,000 or 3,000, and then over the years I've deleted another couple thousand throughout. Like, every couple weeks I'll delete 10 or something, you know what I mean? But I've deleted like hundreds, if not thousands, of videos in a single day, 16 times, you know what I mean? Because anyway, I'm not going to talk about it. It's just a shit show on here. A shit show. Yeah, I have a good time doing shows because I don't stress about things that I can't control. And the things I can control, I don't allow them to understand that I get it. Because the best thing you can do on YouTube is just have fun. There's so many people, if you watch Twitch or anything like that, you've probably never been laid. You're probably a virgin. If you have a Twitch stream, you're definitely a virgin. If Greek God X is your top streamer, I mean, that says a ton about you. If you enjoy penguins, then that's hilarious. Energy drink, fridge, anyone? Just a solid knob gobbler, if you ask me. But hey, just ask me, I'll tell you what I think of these people. I was getting laid in 1995. Laid. Full on, like, home runs in 95. And, like, with 21-year-old women. Like I said, I got a huge dong. And I don't know, there was like 30-year-olds. I banged 30-year-olds when I was 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 35-year-olds, you know what I mean? Oh, I had all kinds of beautiful women in my presence over the years. Threesomes. And you name a thing, I've done weird stuff. But yeah, I'm old now, and I mean, I don't look old. There's a lot of people that didn't take care of themselves, and you look a lot older than I do. I don't dye my hair. I'm not fake. You know what I mean? I don't bleach my teeth. I don't do a bunch of stuff to make myself look like something that I'm not, right? I often don't, most of the time I don't comb my hair before I come live, because I think it's a bitch move. My hair's not combed right now. I don't need to comb my hair to please my wife. She doesn't say, go comb your hair. If she did, I wouldn't be with her. Number one, that's very rude, to say this early night. Very rude, extremely rude. If you're going out in public, maybe if you're going to the casino, you could say to your wife or to your husband, is that what you're wearing? You know what I mean? That's a fair way of saying you look like shit after 20 years. You can say that to your wife or to your husband. I get my wife says it to me all the time, so does my husband. They're all telling me I look like shit. They're like, go back, fucking change again, you loser. You know what I mean? So protein shakes, fuck, I love protein shakes. I haven't had any for months. I'm gonna get huge. I'm starting to work out right away, but first of all, I can tell you guys a little story about how hot I am. When I was young, right, I went to a party and a lot of older chicks there, and we had to go get more liquids. We had to do a liquids run, eh? Back in the day. So I went with these couple chicks and me and my buddy. And he's a great wingman. He's a fucking great wingman, you know? I've never really met another wingman. Like my other buddy. I got a couple, I'm not going to tell you their names. I got buddies and they're great wingmans, co-pilots. I am flying, right? I am flying. You don't need to believe me. You just need to understand that I am flying, okay? So if you want to be my wingman, if you want to fucking join me in my hunt for the most fucking beautiful vages in the world, then join me. But that's what I was up to back in the day, right? So I'm just flipping over the mushrooms, and we're gonna take this paper towel, got our budgie. All right, now in the garbage. So we got rice. I gotta grab soy sauce, honey garlic sauce, and that's it for sauces. Let's do that. Now that's done. Whew, what a beautiful meal. So we got the rice. Soy sauce, the rice. Then you want to go pretty hard. I'm going to do some jalapenos. And that's to give the spicy, ricey factor. Okay? Oh, also a dash of this. How could I forget? Like so. Like so. Just like that. Okay? So good. Now, got your cup of tea there. Yeah, you guys want to stay off Twitch, probably stay off Facebook, Instagram, fucking whatever nerd site they got out there, just stay off of them. People are not really accruing skills in real, right? Like, I'm fucking smart, right? And I don't really take the credit that I deserve. And it's kind of crazy that I kind of let people kind of walk on me a little bit. So I'm never allowing that again, and I'm just going to punch people right in the throat if you walk on me. So fucking tread lightly or get punched right in the throat, you know what I'm saying? Best I just don't hang out with people, because some people don't realize how good they had it, and now you're just never going to have it again. Everything is changing as of midnight tonight. The final changes are made in my life that I won't ever have to worry about shit again. And there's a new baller in town. And the hash man has always played for keeps, but now it's time I live up to what I said. There's a bunch of dirty people in Winnipeg, and I'm going to make sure that they are outed very quickly. A lot of very dirty people. And And I'm very rich now. I can tell you guys safely. Very, very rich now. So, yeah. Let's see how many millionaires you losers know. Because I just joined the Millionaires Club. And my buddies are real. They ain't fake. They would lend me money if I needed it, but I no longer need the money. I've made a few excellent business deals in my time. And then just what I've done in the last 10 years has accrued me a good fortune, which we can now double up, triple up with in 5 or 10 years. And that'll be just like a fucking nest egg, like a petty cash, you know what I mean? So we did our spicy ricey. I'm gonna grab the honey garlic and place that on here. It doesn't matter which one's which. We're doing it up the same. Like so. I'm gonna try one of these mushrooms. I have not eaten for hours and hours and hours. Let's try one. Oh, holy fuck. This is the best I ever made. So it is better without the flour. Because the flour has no flavor. Look at my wife's mushroom, teriyaki, honey garlic, oyster mushroom delight, jasmine rice. My fucking plate of mushrooms, bruh. A little bit of honey garlic sitting there. Eat dicks, trolls. You don't need meat.